All right, you guys, let's talk Rampage. I knew we wasn't going to get anything special like 2 days before the damn pay-per-view. But anyway, we do start off with Orange Cassidy. He's in the ring with Aaron Solo. And honestly, I cannot tell you the last time I saw Aaron Solo in the ring in a one-on-one match. Now, the match, it's not bad. We do have Harley Cameron, who's ringside. She sings the theme song, and she's ringside, and she's, cheering him on and helping with the cheating and all that. She inserts herself to help Aaron, and sometimes she even got physical with Orange Cassidy. And I'm just gonna put it this way: I like her look or whatever, but as a valet, she don't win me over at all. I don't know. She just feel like she's just there. And yeah, she's being annoying, which is okay as a heel, but she's not convincing me. Anyway, we do have her come into the ring at some point, and she's going to hit Orange Cassidy with her boots. Instead, the referee sees it and gets her out the ring. She drops the boots in the middle of the ring. Aaron Solo picks it up, and he goes and knock Orange Cassidy upside the head with it, and then he goes for the pin. And then here's Orange Cassidy kicking out at the very last second, like the spirit of John Cena has just gotten into his body, and he just kicks out. And I'm just like, what the fuck? You guys, Orange Cassidy, he's talented, but I'm over it. Everything just feels so predictable. I don't know. Everything feels the same. He ends up winning with a damn orange punch. And who's to be surprised? If it's going to be predictable, I wish they could just change some things up about Orange Cassidy. It just seems like sometimes some of these matches feel just like the last time we saw Orange Cassidy. And really, I'm over it. I want a new international champion. So next we have an interview with QT Marshall and JR. And I'm so happy to say that JR is cancer free. He shared that a few days ago on social media. So I'm really happy to hear some great news about that. Now we do have a really strong promo from QT that I feel really felt like he wants respect. Okay, he's one of those people who don't really get that in AEW. People don't really take him seriously over there. Now, recently he had won the AAA Latin American championship. So he was in a fatal four-way match. I can't remember his opponents, but that was like a week or two ago, and he ended up winning that. Now he's saying it took for him to go to another promotion and win a championship. And now he wants to defend that title on AEW TV and show people why they should put some respect on his damn name. And he came off really, really strong in this promo, so I really enjoyed it. And I felt like I saw him in a different light. Now, you guys probably know QT is one of those guys who's one of the trainers, and he does help scout for AEW as well. So he does play a backstage role, but on camera, yeah, he's there for the silly shit or whatever, but nothing ever serious where people can truly show him some respect. And with him holding the AAA title, he is going to be defending it and letting people know that he is one of the best guys on the roster. Oh, and then he goes, it's a shame how my mom has never seen a QT action figure. Meanwhile, there are thousands of Excalibur figures out in the stores. And I almost spit out my drink because I was like, wow, why are you being so shady towards Excalibur? And let's be honest, Excalibur hasn't been in the ring since God knows how long. So I totally get where he's coming from. Now, honestly, I felt like this promo was really, really strong, and it made me want to see more of QT. I just don't want to see QT with Hobbs anymore. So with that being said, we do have the AAA Latin American title on the line, QT versus Gravity. Now we do have QT who's showing off his Spanish speaking skills. I mean, he did win the Latin American championship, so why not? So he's speaking Spanish on the mic, and then we have Johnny TV who's on commentary giving us a very rough translation of what QT is saying. Now, no lie, they actually have a really great match and they have really great chemistry. we don't get too much of the silly shit that we normally see with QT. He comes off much more serious here. And I really feel like he does have something to prove with winning this title. Sure, it's not an AEW title. And yes, we have seen AAA titles being defended on AEW TV. But I do feel like that if QT keeps it up with the promos and having a little bit more of a serious side of him in the ring, I do think that this can help QT look really, really great. And maybe, just maybe, he can win an AEW title. QT takes the win, retaining the AAA title. This is actually his first title defense, so it would have been a shame if he did end up losing this. Now, before I move on, I have to say Gravity. I mean, he's talented, but the gimmick, I don't know, it just don't work for me. Up next, we have Luchasaurus in action, and whenever they say that, you know what that means. It's a squash match. So he does have a match against Ren Jones. Ren Jones looks like he instantly regretted taking that check for this match against Luchasaurus. He wants nothing to do with it. Luchasaurus decimates him in like a minute and it's over. We do have Christian Cage who is watching from the back on the TV. He doesn't come out ringside. And all I can see is Luchasaurus' huge ass arms. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't mind being manhandled by you. But you being in squash matches doesn't really help. Obviously, he has the TNT title. He's champion. But we got Christian who's parading around the damn country with the title. I don't mind that either because I do think it's been entertaining. But I still want Luchasaurus to look great in the ring as well. Throughout this 1 minute match, we do have the crowd chanting, "Where's your title?" Only in pro wrestling would you hear things like that, right? Anyway, I just don't feel like squash matches are even productive anyway. But Luchasaurus can do so much better than these types of matches, especially with All Out literally being about 2 weeks away. This right here, it's not even watchable. All right, you guys, main event, we had the ladies. We had Hikaru Shida, Britt Baker versus Soraya and Toni Storm. I am still applauding Tony Khan. So up next, we do have a little bit of a preview to the Fatal 4-Way match for the women's title. We have Hikaru Shida partnered up with Britt Baker versus Soraya and Toni Storm. They have a really great match. And once again, I'm applauding you, Tony Khan, for putting the ladies in a main event. A much longer main event this time. Now, I did enjoy this, but at times I was like, it's not all that. But we do have something a little interesting. Ruby Soho, who has been ringside. We do have Chris Statlander, who actually come and physically remove her from ringside. Very interesting. I'm thinking that we might see Ruby and Statlander at All Out. I was kind of hoping to get another women's match on the All In card, and that doesn't really seem like that's going to happen at this point. So maybe most likely those two girls will be at All Out. Now, back to the ring, we do have Toni Storm who takes the spray paint and she sprays it into Hikaru Shida's eyes. Hikaru Shida's a damsel in distress. She can't see anything. And then Britt Baker goes to go check on her to make sure she's alright. And then Hikaru Shida, thinking that it's one of the outcasts, decks her right in the face. And here comes Soraya taking advantage of that and going for the pin. 1, 2, 3, she wins. Now, I didn't mind that ending. I thought it was cool. That's definitely going to make an issue between Hikaru Shida and Britt Baker. We do have Soraya and Toni Storm, who's most likely going to be like, partnered up buddy during their match before they realize, hey, this is a one-on-one thing and one of us is only going to take this title. Now, after the match, they do end up picking up the women's title and both of them are refusing to let it go. They're holding on to it with dear life, and then they both end up raising the title in the air. And I really like that because then that shows like they're still together in this, but ultimately during this match, they're going to realize that, hey, it can only be one of us. And I can't wait to see how that goes. So the way they ended the show, I actually appreciated that, because that just shows that there's definitely going to be some tension in the ring during that match. Now, Rampage, it was okay. Nothing new for All In coming in. It's just on Sunday and it's Friday now. I'm pretty sure damn near the whole roster is over there in England. And I can't wait to see how the pay-per-view turns out. I still wish that Dynamite and Rampage both would have been a lot more stronger going into the pay-per-view. But we do have Collision tomorrow, so that might spice things up. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll be back tomorrow with Collision.